This podcast is produced by the Harwood Productions Podcast Network. To learn more about the network and to find more of our shows, visit us online at www.harwoodpodcast.com.
Hi, I'm Cindy Harris, and today I'm making a cherry clafoutis. Cherry clafoutis is a classic French dessert, and what's great about it is it uses these sweet cherries that you can find at the farmer's market right now. It's really quick to put together, and it is so delicious. In a medium-sized bowl, I'm going to put in 3 eggs, and I'm going to use my whisk, and I'm going to whisk these together really well. Then to my eggs, I'm going to put in 6 tablespoons of sugar, and I'm going to whisk that in as well. Next, a cup of heavy cream. And for the flavoring, I'm going to add a teaspoon of vanilla and a tablespoon of brandy. Now, if you didn't want to use the brandy, you could just put in a 2nd teaspoon of the vanilla, and I'm going to whisk that in. And next comes our beautiful cherries. I have 3/4 pound of fresh sweet cherries that I've pitted. And if you've not seen one of these, this is a cherry pitter. And these are great. You put your cherry right here in this little basket, and then you squeeze it, and what happens is this plunger comes in and pushes the pit out the bottom. So that's a great way to get the pits out of the cherries. So I'm going to take the fruit and put it right into our mixture. And then with my spatula, I'm not using my whisk anymore, I'm just going to stir that in. And to cook this dessert, I'm just using a glass pie dish. And I'm basically going to take it and pour the mixture right into the pie dish. Now I do want to make sure that my cherries are nicely dispersed, so I'm just going to move them around a little bit. Now whenever I'm cooking anything in a pie dish, whether it's a pie or a clafoutis, I don't like to just put it in the oven straight like this, just in case anything starts to bubble over. So I have one of my rimmed baking sheets. I have a piece of parchment, and I'm just going to transfer the dish very carefully right onto this, and this makes it really easy to get into the oven, but also should anything start to bubble over, it goes right on the sheet and not in the bottom of the oven. Now it's time to put our clafoutis in the oven. I've preheated it to 400 degrees, and then I'm going to bake this for about 35 minutes. Now as I pull this out of the oven, you can see it's nicely browned along the edges, and the center is really well set. That's what we're looking for. Take it off the baking sheet and let it cool on a cooling rack. Now it's best to serve clafoutis at room temperature, so I'm just going to spoon it out of our dish. All those great cherries. I like to put a little bit of powdered sugar, and then off to the side some whipped cream. Doesn't that look great? Well, if you'd like to try this cherry clafoutis at home, just go to our website and visit the Farmer's Market Gourmet show notes, and I'll have the recipe there for you. And as always, if you have any questions, please send me an email. I'll see you next time.